Today is November 18th. I've been working on this place for a long time, and I don't think it's ever going to be done. The reason why I say that is because of the visions I'm having. In the future, I'm going to end up getting locked out of this job I've been working on. Stress is going to take advantage of my whole psyche. Missing my kids because of a situation that is occurring. The situation is based on a fake person keeping control, wanting control, having full control, and throwing it in my face. This is what happens when you unmask someone who's a narcissist, a true narcissist. They will lie, they will manipulate, and they will change things over and over and over to be more towards their victim-looking circumstances. They will not admit to instigation, but they will claim that they did. They will not do anything other than make your life a living hell and constantly try to have you arrested. And I have court at the end of the month in which I'm probably going to end up being sentenced because I apologized for trying to do something like take my own property back from someone who does not pay for something that's in my name. This narcissist has a hate on for me because I spoke truth. A neighbor had called the police, had called the children's aid because of drug use that I had told her about. Because of that, I too had to call children's aid and voice my concerns as why I do not think this person should have custody and why I had fears of her having the custody. The custody being of my children. The fact that she was short with them, she was like she'd start yelling at my kids whenever they'd basically be whining or something like that. I wouldn't even say whining. My youngest daughter, the person I delivered, the person who is musically intelligent, like her dad, she needed attention. She's frustrated. She doesn't talk. I pick my daughter up and I help her. I try to learn from what she's saying. I understand what she says, even though she's not talking. I've helped her numerous times where she starts flipping out. And it's I can just sense what she wants and I can make her stop just by simply doing what I think she wants me to do. And 99.9% of the times, I was right. The narcissist wasn't like that. She would tell the child to shut the fuck up. I couldn't handle the fact that she was kept treating her like this. I was not working anymore at the time in January, and I pointed this out. I had to deal with fear that my significant other was cheating on me because narcissists are projectile. She had mentioned that my first day back to work when I was doing the snow removal stuff that she wanted to have a friend come over because it's bored without me there. And then a couple of days later, she had started a fight with me, and the fight was about accusing me of checking a camera, which I wasn't doing. And she later on admitted that she realized that she was wrong, which I was surprised she'd even admit it. But the fact is, she admitted it, and it could avoid everything that happened. But she had such a hate on for me the next morning of when she accused me the night before, and jumped to conclusions that I was yelling at her son from the bottom of the stairs when I was in the kitchen. Now, with what happened with that, she left. She walked out the first time. I had to make phone calls to make sure my kids were safe because I knew the conditions of the house they went to, the apartment, was not proper for those children at all. There was no room, and there was a vicious cat that lived there. My children were dropped off. I was happy for that. She threw a truce after I let her come back. 3 times she had left. One of the last time she had left, she even assaulted her daughter. The daughter is going to lie for her, because the daughter now controls her mom, because if the daughter basically says what really happened, mom's going to lose the children. The daughter will have a chance to go to her dad's, her real dad's. Her son will not. And she'll do anything to make sure I don't get those kids, because it's a vengeful. That's just how she is. If I'm posting this, it's because I'm probably going to jail. Most likely. Like I said, November 28th is my court date. I'm going to go to trial. I am not ever going to back down from truth being told. I don't care how badly it's going to look in the end in regards to me admitting to everything that has happened. Every time I went and fetched somebody drugs because they would not leave me alone unless I got them for them. They would turn into a cycle in the household if I did not comply with what they wanted. The other thing was, oh boy, the visions I get. I'm not going to end up going to jail for this court case. I'm not. I can't quite understand what I saw, but I'm not going to jail that day. So I probably won't release this that day. There'll be a day that comes afterwards that I will be arrested for pointing out obvious things, getting sucked into a trap from this narcissist, wanting to go home where I belong, where my kids miss me, where they love me, but she doesn't allow it. She will not allow it. She has not been allowing it. She keeps my visits to a minimum. The kids were fine coming over in August, and then all of a sudden she stopped it because her son told me the truth of what was happening. So I basically flipped, and I called the police afterwards, and I told them, which breached myself from the condition, a condition in which she had caused. I called the police for protection for my children in August because she would not let me leave with them. I left. Now, earlier that day, she had sent me pictures of her neck having these 4 bruises that she put there herself, claiming that I did that to her the day before. The day before what happened, I grabbed her by the face and kissed her like she used to love and like. The whole dominatrix shit, you know? That's what she likes. BDSM, that's what she likes. She was a brat. A brat is someone who wants to be submissive, but is going to give you a hard time. She has told me that like she'd wear them like on her if I'd give her black eyes. Like I couldn't do that. I'm not going to beat the shit out of you while we're having sex. I cannot do that. I refuse to do that. But I would try to do certain things, and she'd grab my hand, make me push harder on her throat and stuff, but I just always let go as soon as she let go. I could not do the physical things that she had claimed I had done. And she causes her own bruises and blames me for it. I'll be releasing this video on the day that I'm talking about now, where I'm going to be arrested again. Now, this is going to be an arrest based on breaching my bail conditions. The bail that I just received, I'm stuck on probation for a year for breaches. Even though I'm not going to have any future charges for what happened in August, I'm going to end up somehow getting in shit for this. And now, if I understood what I saw, what's really going to happen here is she's going to manipulate me into talking to her, answering her questions in relation to the children. I'm allowed to speak to her according to the judge, but not until I have things changed. And I'm going to forget this little fact that I'm saying right now and just want to be with my kids, because all I want is my kids. I vision them crying when they see me and not wanting to go home, because my kids love me. They bonded with me. The last time I spent any time with my daughter Harmony and Symphony at the Children's Aid Society, she had tears down her face begging not to go. She did not want to go home. Now, a lot of people would say, well, that's just what the kids do when they miss someone. No, it wasn't like that. She doesn't get treated right at home. She's had bruises on her wrist and on her body, yet the Children's Aid supervisor, who isn't even a member, there is a co-op student, I pointed those out. They were never addressed. See those bruises on her? I'm pointing this out right now because they just showed up here. I obviously didn't do that. I want you to see this. You see that? Make sure you go tell the other aid worker who is now. Nothing gets done. The system is corrupted and is only leading towards criminal-minded women, is what I'm noticing, is what I'm seeing. Narcissists with control, yet they will never cry. Fake crocodile tears is all you'll ever see. They can sit there and mope and act like they are upset about something, but if you actually look at their face, where's the tears? There's no such thing as a tear coming down their face, guaranteed. So if you're getting this, I have no idea what date it is today. I don't care. I don't know what today's date is. I'm talking about for the day you guys are seeing this right now being released. As long as I don't delete my stuff, I want to remember I made this. And I want to post it. I'm going to post it once I know I have that feeling you set me up again. But I can't even say you set me up. It's one of those things that I should have known better not to fall into your trap. I just want to spend time with my kids, and there's no reason why I cannot spend time with my kids. No matter what kind of lies or try to manipulating tactics you take and say, nothing you say is ever true. You're a fake person. That's what narcissists are. They are fake people. Watch for the red flags. That's all I can tell you guys. Watch for red flags. When you know that there's things that don't seem right, when people try to alter your reality and try to convince you you're doing things you're not doing, that's a problem. When you have people who are basically throwing cameras in your face after pushing your buttons, be prepared. They are now going for a long term of collecting stuff to try to use against you. One of the charges I had to deal with is hugging my wife. It was an assault because of the way she worded it to the detective. And she made this claim after not hearing from me, because I'm not allowed to talk to her, for a couple weeks. I had phone calls while I was at work. A contract I lost because of her. 3 contracts I lost because of her. Now I managed to get 2 of them back, but I'm now working for free to try to pay back the one big one that I lost. I had to replace all of my tools, all of my stuff I need to do these jobs because of her not letting my parents go get the stuff that she said that they can go get. And she doesn't let them. You know why that is? Is because she catches wind of things that I release. But she'll sit there playing victim on TikTok, acting like she's been abused. I've never abused my wife. I've not done anything to my wife that involves her treating me the way she treats me. She tries telling me that this is for the last 6 years how you treated me, since the summertime of 2021, since August. And I looked at her then, like, what the hell are you talking about? I've never ever treated you the way you just fucking talk to me. Never. And from there, it started getting worse and worse and worse. Problems were happening closer together. So when she walked out and came back, when I let her back the first time, the reason why she ended up coming back is because I wasn't trying to chase her. My kids were dropped off. They were safe. I didn't have no reason to answer the phone to her anymore. She played me to come back, and then she was basically nice for a couple of days, and then she turned into a bitch for a few more weeks. Says, here's a truce, just so she can have sex with me. And then she continued to be a bitch. The sad thing is, looking at her history, this is what is funny. Her ex-husband, she did the same thing to him. This guy was the #1 meth dealer, apparently, in Hamilton. And what really I found really fucked up is how much she brags about loving coke and how much she loves doing meth. And she got mad at me when I said, I don't want this shit in my house anymore. She got mad at me for that. And just evilness looking all over her face. She likes it. That's funny how when we got together, you were against all these drugs, but all of a sudden now you're revealing how much you like these drugs. I want to talk to this one person, her daughter's dad. I'd love to talk to him and ask what's the truth in regards to her. What really happened between us. Because I almost believed her story, but now I don't think so. Her ex-husband, Mark, I don't believe anything she said because she went to victim services for that too. And he didn't seem very aggressive towards me when he called me out of nowhere and said like yo, how long have we been doing this with? Like, buddy, she wasn't cheating on you with me, trust me. He's like, okay, man, it really sucks. I cared about her. Okay. The guy ends up fucking killing himself afterwards. And when a narcissist really destroys someone who's empathic, it can mentally mess with them. My anxiety's through the roof, and my depression disorder is worse than it ever was because of her. I know I'm worth a lot more, and I deserved a lot better than what she was fucking treating me. All I did was provide, support, and be devoted to my family, especially her. But she just kept treating me like shit. So I would try harder and harder and harder. Watch for the red flags, watch for the signs. If you're a good person and a kind-hearted person, don't. Do not think you can change someone like that. It's not possible. Do the research before you do anything. It's 2021. It's November. I'm probably not even going to see my kids for Christmas. I'm probably not even going to see them for New Year's. This is bullshit. Some people really need to open their eyes and always keep your guard up. That's why there's trust issues in this world. That's why people are shitty fucking people in this world. Is because somehow the narcissists of parents end up having custody because they manipulate everyone, and then the kids learn everything from their fucked up parent that does nothing for them. Only when people are watching, only when cameras are on them, only whenever they think that something's going on, that, hey, I need to start acting like a better parent. What I witnessed whenever I was home was a lazy person who would stay on the couch all fucking day on her phone, ignoring me whenever I try to talk to her and stuff like that, acting like she's playing a game. But you can see the thumbs moving so fast. It's because they were talking to other supplies. She has my phone bugged and is able to tell whenever I do something. She knows what messages are being sent to me and what I'm replying to people while sitting on a couch, and I'm like 15 feet away putting shoes on in a hallway. She has pointed out, oh yeah, you tell them this too, and you want to say that? How would you know if that just came to my phone? Interesting. That's illegal. You've broken all my passwords and changed my passwords to my Facebooks, to my Hotmails, to my Gmails. That's illegal. September 2021. You accused me of cheating on you, and you did all these things that were illegal. I want to press charges. I want her to go to jail for illegally entering my private stuff. She had none of my consent at all to look through my personal stuff. I had nothing to hide, and she spent a month and a half ridiculing me on social media while she was going through my stuff, my history up to 10 years. And then she made an apology on that social media, saying I went back 10 years and I found nothing. Admitting it straight up on social media. I have nothing. 3 days later, she deleted all of it. After leaving everything else up for a month and a half, she deleted everything. That is when I should have known. No. I don't want you in my house anymore. I don't want you near me. I don't want you near my kids. You are toxic. You are a horrible, horrible person. Completely toxic. And that's the reason why I got arrested too. Is because I called her out on it, because she knew she couldn't control me and I was standing up for myself. Because when you stand up to a narcissist, that's what's going to happen. Guaranteed. Watch what happens. Your best bet is close your mouth, walk away, and make sure that you don't say nothing. Because those toxic people, they'll ruin your life. She told me in February she was going to ruin my life. Sure enough, she is. She has cost me over $30,000. She ruined my life. She's sitting there telling everyone, neighbors and all that, and going publicly on TikTok and everything, acting like I'm some abusive person. But I never did anything abusive to her. That is defamation of my character. I want to press charges. But watch, even when I get arrested, no one takes me seriously. Just like when I called the police for child safety, they never took the report because she knows how to manipulate the law system, because she was a honor student studying law. So she knows exactly how to manipulate the whole fucking system, and it's disturbing how many police I've seen now grovel to her feet. Get better fucking training. I want to press charges. I have my rights. I want to see my kids. I have my rights. Throw her in jail where they all fucking belong.